I know also your teammate Regina, she mentioned she's kind of gone through some depression this year. It's been tough on her mentally sometimes. Like, as a freshman at Stanford, you're surrounded by a lot of people at the top of the field, not just running, but like a lot of different areas. Like, how difficult is it going in when you are so accomplished, you have some record holder? Like, how much pressure do you feel in athlete?
Yeah, it's definitely pretty tough. Yeah, just going to a school that's like so high, like rigorous academics and stuff like that. Like, it was hard just like going in general for the academics, but then like athletics on top of it. Like, it's definitely hard. You know, both of us like came into college, you know, kind of being like the top dogs in like high school. So it was hard to kind of like transition that to like now we're on like a team of just the best of the best. But I'm so grateful for it. Like, I'm pushed like every day in practice. Like, they're all like whooping my butt and like dropping me on runs, and like honestly, like I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I don't miss training alone in high school at all, and I'd take this over that any day.
And for this meet, like, do you have a goal?
Yeah, I mean, definitely just to make it to the final. At the trials, I think I was 10th, so I was like a few spots away from making it to the final. And I think I've grown a lot since then, just like maturity-wise and just like racing, although maybe today's race didn't show that, but I think tactically. So yeah, I think just to make it to the final would be awesome. And to even get a PR, I haven't PR'd in the 800 this year yet. Like, my PR is still from U20s here last year, so yeah, a PR would be great.
Thank you for the time. Nice
yeah, thank you.
What's the most difficult part, would you say, of your routine at Stanford, either like athletically or academically or anything else?
Yeah, I think it's probably just like learning how to manage and like balance my time, because you know, high school obviously, like I think because I was in such like of a time crunch, because we're going to school from like 8 to 3, practice from 3 to 5, and then like homework the rest of the night, like I kind of had to like get the work done when I could. But now, like, having so much more free time, just because like obviously like college schedules are not like, you don't just go to class from 8 to 3, like, you know, it's kind of just spread out throughout the day. So I think like learning how to manage that time when I'm not in such a time crunch has been hard to like navigate, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
And you said you were thinking about maybe psychology in your future, right? Do you think, have you learned anything in psychology that helps you tactically against your opponents in racing? Yeah.
I mean, I think I've kind of changed my like area that I want to go into for major, so I don't think it's psychology anymore. Okay, yeah. But I did take a psych class, and I think just like learning like mind over matter and just like how powerful the mind can be, and just like stepping up to the line, you know, even when I don't feel the best or like the greatest, you know, I kind of just have to think like I'm ready, and just like positive self-talk has really like kind of been able to overcome those like, you know, soreness in legs or like tiredness that I might feel. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey Juliette, congratulations! It's so good to see. How are you feeling, first of all?
I'm good. I'm very happy. I feel like rounds are always stressful because it's like you just kind of want to get to the last round, you know. So every time you get through one, like I think it's just a lot of relief to just now be able to only focus on like 2 more rounds left.
Mm-hmm. I know Rasheen literally just competed right before you. She just walked by, and I asked her. I was like, "Hey, how does it feel to just be supported by the love from Stanford, especially just having you here? So what does it mean for you to have kind of like, you guys have been going at it since high school, so what does it mean for you to just kind of be here with her?"
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, obviously now we're not wearing the same uniform, but you know, I still come up to the meet together, and like we're warming up together, and just everything we're doing together. So I think I'd be lost without her. I think I'd be a lot more stressed and a lot more nervous for races, but to turn next to me and see her and like see how much she's had to go through, and like she still shows up to every line, just like gives me a lot of confidence and like inspiration to do myself.
And I know NCAAs, it probably didn't go like how you wanted it to, and here you're running the 800. So how are you just mentally going into these trials?
Yeah, definitely. You know, kind of fueled by my anger and frustration from regionals. I think I like really wanted to prove to a lot of people, but mainly just myself, that like I could be competitive, just as competitive like in the 15 and the 8. And I know the regionals didn't go my way, but I'm still not losing hope. I still think, you know, I can do great things at that distance. But to come back now to the 800, you know, a race that I'm more confident and comfortable with just from doing it so many more times, like I think I'm just like, yeah, excited to get back into it and just have fun.
How does it feel to kind of come back in like full circle? Because I remember you in high school competing at the Olympic trials, and here you are competing for Worlds. So what does it mean to just be back here again?
Yeah, it means a lot. I keep like thinking of flashbacks from like my junior year, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, this is where I stayed when I was here for the trials. This is where I did warm up. And I think, yeah, I was saying like I think I've come a long way since then. I feel like I was like such a little kid, like I still am, but definitely more mature. But it's funny because when I think back to the trials, like I think I'm definitely more nervous now than I was in high school, because I think I just like was so excited to be here, and like kind of just like content with being here, just because like that was like a big goal of mine, just to like make it here.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was necessarily bad, but yeah, I just kind of like took each race how they came. But here, I think I want to move on to like not just being content about just like making it here, but to do something special while I'm here. So yeah, I'm excited.
What has been the key for you for kind of balancing those nerves? Because like you said, in high school, there's kind of like no expectation, and like here you are, you know, in the senior level, and you're like, okay, like now it's starting to get serious. So how are you just kind of balancing the nerves and just kind of going through those added pressures that come with it?
Yeah, I think I'm still just trying to like remind myself how young I am, and like even my coach, like during our pre-race talk this morning, he was like, just go have fun. Like, you know, even though I'm older than I was like at the trials, like I still am pretty young like compared to everyone else. So just like not having that added pressure of like a sponsor and things like that, I think takes a lot of like the edge off, and just like yeah, to just come out here and have fun. And when I hear my coach tell me like, you know, it's okay to have fun, like just go out there and do your best, like I think that just helps and gives me a lot more like confidence going into this.
That's awesome. Well, girl, congratulations and wishing you all the best as you go through the rounds.
Thank you.